she could make history by becoming the first diver to win all 3 events in the same year. She set a new conference championship record by winning the 3-meter event yesterday. And of course, she's looking to break her own program record that she set last year on the platform, which was a 3:10.80. Of course, she's a senior. It's an emotional conference championship for her. Talking to her head coach, Ryan McIntyre, I asked him what's the key for her tonight, and he said he just wants her to be aggressive. She cannot be scared to do a good one. And he said after her warm-up, he's got to see if she's in the zone, because if she's in her zone, you got to leave her alone.
An incredible 3.5 pike. Sets it up at the end. Tight pike. Squares it out at the 5-meter and lines that dive up for nearly straight 8s. All the way up on the 10-meter. She's nearly got a full 10-meter list. She is doing her front 2.5 on the 5 in preparation for NCAA zones, where she'll take her 3.5 up. Great full in. Does a nice job of displaying both the pike position and the twist action. It's a lot of dive. She does it well. This is a new dive for her this year, and she absolutely nails it. She did not do this dive last year on 10-meter. Excellent ankle snap, beautiful pike positioning, squares and lines this dive up. Frida just continues to impress me the higher up she goes and the more pressure that is on her. Beautiful. Great control in the handstand. She sets this dive up for success with the arm stand, and you can see that sigh of relief that she just gave us. Fantastic control at the top of the handstand. Good pop getting into the dive, and then knew exactly where she was to just line it up and finish. This is also a new dive for Frida. She has not even been competing this dive very long. Absolutely demolishes the entry. Fantastic takeoff. She's aggressive, beautiful position in the air. Pikes out of this dive with tons of time to absolutely rip the entry. Her rips get louder as we go because her dives are just getting better and better and better. The ECU sideline is going absolutely insane. Control from the top to the finish. She makes all of these dives look so easy with all the control and all the confidence. Wong is an excellent twister. She has speed and power. So this is a fantastic dive for her. She gets a strong jump off the tower, wastes no time twisting, squares it out for the lineup. I have to give Sharp a lot of credit, because on the top of that handstand, you could see her pressing her arms. She was losing balance a little bit, but she stayed strong, was able to get a good pop off the tower, and finishes the dive. She needs 59.2 points to set yet another record.
Incredible.
She is putting on an absolute show for everyone in this facility. Frida Zuniga Guzman is looking to break her previous record.
She's done it.
A fabulous dive. She wins all 3 events, making history, the first diver to ever win all 3 events in the same year. Absolutely incredible performance from that young lady right there.
We've got a really good one brewing on 3-meter tonight. The defending champion, Cameron Wong from North Texas, is looking to go back-to-back on 3-meter. And her teammate, Sydney Godara from North Texas, who has the highest degree of difficulty in the entire contest, is seated second. And then, of course, Frida Zuniga Guzman, who won this event back in 2024. We saw what she could do yesterday. She was seated third in the preliminaries heading into the finals, and she ended up winning the final event last night.
I love that you mentioned that dynamic of teammates being in the finals, especially for North Texas. Cameron Wong seated first. She'll be going last. Sydney Godara in 7th. right behind her team. I actually asked their coach, Stephanie O'Callahan, what that's like, the dynamic between the two of them. And she said they are competitors because they're fantastic divers and they support one another. They don't compete against each other. And it's easier said than done. It can be hard to not compete against a teammate, but she said they uplift each other, they support each other, but they are competitors when it comes to the competition. She said Cameron Wong wants to watch dive meets and see what place she's in, whereas Sydney, completely opposite. Just focuses on one dive at a time and does not need to know the results. 3 meter is all about consistency. Who can hit their back and reverse category? For Walsh, she can check backs off. Fantastic back 2.5 somersault in the tuck position, shows control from start to finish. I want to highlight her jump. Just look at how high she gets off the diving board, giving her all the time in the world to complete this dive with plenty of time. 72 points. Just 8 shy of that 80, John. Great dive. Love the rip sound when she enters the water. That sound gets louder and louder the higher up you go in diving. It's when you really lock your arms and your elbows out on the entry, and she's got beautiful lines, fabulous entries, especially throwing a rip on the bottom there. Her entries are fantastic. She just disappears under the water. Great takeoff. Comes out of this like a back dive. Her spotting is impeccable. Cool, calm, and collect is Frida under the pressure of finals. Absolutely drills this reverse 2.5 pike. Fabulous hurdle setup. Beautiful pike in the air. And just comes out of that dive like a reverse dive. 75 total points on this dive. Incredible. I like this dive because the hurdle setup wasn't exactly what she wanted. She was back on the diving board. She didn't quite get to the end. Got her arms all the way through, so she stood the dive straight up. Beautifully done. That meet record of 3:52.80 that she's looking to break. She won this event back in 2024. Fabulous takeoff. Beautiful pike in the air. And she'll break the meet record. Lauren, your 5th time breaking the program record at an American Conference Championship title. With everything that's been going on, how much does this win mean to you and your program?
It means the world. We would be nowhere where our team is at right now, just like we've all done this together, because we've got so much news in the past week, and to have to come to this meet and like perform at our best is just really difficult, but our team is the strongest one I've ever encountered, and I'd be nowhere where I am today without them or my coach, Ian.
What has been the message this week to the team?
Just to be where your feet are and do what you can, and to be there together, because if we did this alone, a lot of teams could just like keep their head down and finish what the rest of the season that they had left with. But we're not done. We're gonna fight, because this is a family. It's not just a team, and these are my sisters, and I don't plan on leaving them.
Cameron, this race was so exciting from start to finish, went down to the wire. Take us through that final 50.
Oh my goodness, I was kicking as hard as I could. I saw the fellow women just pushing themselves to the max. I was like, okay, just go, go, go.
Ladies, your 4th straight win in this event, breaking your meet record of last year. What is it about this race that makes you so good?
It's just about having fun. Like, I feel like we're having a lot of fun in this relay.
New NCAA qualification rules. What are your thoughts on the adjustments?
I think it's one of the best things that's happened to NCAA swimming.
And guys, she's still out of breath. Rightfully so. I would be too. Congratulations on punching your ticket to the NCAAs. Take us through that race.
Just trying to be confident going into it.
A new meet record and your 2nd title on 3 meter. Where do you put all these medals?
I mean, in my room, I guess.
You still have room?
I do. For tomorrow, too.
Frida, you become the first diver to win all 3 events in the same year. How special is this to you?
Wow, I actually didn't know that. It's so special. I mean, it's my senior year, so I wanted to finish it strong.
Beautiful, commanding control at the top of the arm stand. Exactly what the judges are looking for when you do a handstand dive on the platform.
Wow, a 54. Incredible.
You see that beautiful kip she had, the momentum that got her into this arm stand double, and she lines it up with a beautiful rip off the 10-meter platform. Excellent dive from takeoff to finish with the reverse category. It's all about the patience in the hurdle. She rides the springboard so well, getting her arms all the way through, knows exactly where to kick out, lines it up, barely a splash. Excellent dive. Her fundamentals are so good. She knows where to come out of this dive. Her muscle memory is trained to the T. Take a look at this top. Gets 2 flips done above the diving board, so she has plenty of time to kick out and line that dive up.
Here is a 3.0 degree of difficulty for Christina Keenan.
And what's so impressive about this dive for Christina is she just learned it. She hasn't even been doing it for a month. And talking to Josh Larkham, he's just so impressed with how she's been able to do this dive so well. I mean, look at the control in her twist, squares it out, and then she barely makes a splash on the entry, and it's a high degree of difficulty dive. So for her to nail this triple twister is major points for FIU.